Hello, pal. Welcome to the Home for Anime on the Falling Starcatcher YouTube channel. My name is Cameron. I'm the founder and host, and it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And welcome to the second core of Volume 7. Yes, summer vacation is over. It's time to get back into the swing of things. And I figured, what better way to start than by doing something that I promised I was going to do, which is talk about Umamusume Cinderella Gray. And in honor of it being, in my opinion, one of the greatest sports anime of all time, I have worn a jersey. Sports. Now, what is Umamusume Cinderella Gray? Well, it is yet another anime about horse girls racing for glory. This time, we follow a horse over the course of over 20 episodes named Ogre Cap. Ogre Cap loves to run, and at the beginning of the story, that's it. She just loves to run. And it's only after the question is posed to her, why do you love to run? That she starts to find ambition in it. She starts to say, why am I running? And when she finds that why, which is a who, which is a striving to become better, the goal doesn't change. It doesn't, skip from one thing to another. It consistently evolves, which I think is something that if you are an athlete, if you are someone who is very passionate about something, finding a new goal that will strive you to be the best version of what you can be in that particular thing, whether it be sports, whether it be art, academia. I really like the way that that concept is handled in Cinderella Gray. I also think that Ogre Cap is a wonderful character in her own right. I think that it's great to have a lead that has an equal amount of being static while also having growth, because at her core, Ogre Cap never changes who she is. She's very modest. She's very straightforward. She wants to race because she wants to run, because she wants to be the best, because this is something that was afforded to her that she never could have dreamed that she would have if it was not for a lot of good things that happened. And it's that gratefulness, it's that drive that makes this such a beautiful makes Ogre Cap a beautiful character to follow. And what she does so well in having that be who she is, for that being her motivation above everything else. I just love to run and I want to get better at it because I really shouldn't be able to do this. She brings things out in others that not only encourages a better runner, better racers from these other Umamusume, but also a phenomenal sense of sportsmanship. Not only do they want to get better in terms of their racing strats, but they also, excuse me, stats, not strats, but they also just become better sports people. I don't think that's a word. Sportsmen, sports horses because of Ogre Cap. And between that and the fact that this is animated by Side Games Pictures, which I would say has actually never disappointed me in the animation department, you have nothing but a recipe for success. And Side Games was truly in their bag with this one, because while I do enjoy the backgrounds, while I do enjoy the character animations, when, things aren't happening, and by things not happening, I mean there are no races. The races are so high octane, and I never really would have anticipated before I found Umamusume that I would be so intrigued by horse racing, that it would be so enthralling. But the way that this is animated, the line work, the just everything that is put into making these races feel the way that they feel, the dynamic camera movements, just everything. And the active shifting of strategy in real time. It is so thrilling to watch. And I own this jersey. I don't care for sports. When I watched the first slam dunk, I was surprised how much I love the first slam dunk, cuz I don't care about basketball other than the fact that one of my best friends loves it. I like soccer as much as the next guy, but I'm not buying tickets to the World Cup or even to watch anyone play up the street. But watching this made me very interested in horse racing to the point where, and this is the only other thing that I really have to say because I don't want to go on for too long, to the point where I looked it up. I'm looking at the Cinderella Gray Wikipedia article and I'm realizing, wait a minute, all of these races actually happen. All of these horse girls are real. Ogre Cap was a real horse, and a lot of Ogre Cap's races have been animated and were animated with historical accuracy, but put together so well under the lens of animation. They really turned, so I guess that makes this a historical anime to a degree. They really made a historical, action focused, and by action I mean racing, action focused anime about real life horses and just making them anime girls for some reason. It's incredible. I have no complaints. I it's If you go to my Annie list, which I started, it is on the favorites list, both Core 1 and Core 2, because I think that both are very strong. And Umamusume is currently streaming on Prime Video. There is no Blu-ray release in the US. I wonder if there will ever be. I sincerely hope so. But it is a phenomenal show, and I recommend that you watch it, even if you think that you're not into sports anime. If you think that the premise of anime horse girls racing for glory is silly, I understand, but just trust me, it's ridiculously good. And that's all from me for this one. I sincerely hope that you take care. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one.